really good here, actually.
How about LC?
If a Sam H hero, yeah. I mean, Pierce is BKB, but
Either ways. 4 heroes from Clutch Gamers down bottom. And oh, they are going to find one. It's the Elder Titan. Tim's might take an early tumble here.
when they save me? Oh, almost.
Not much the Elder Titan could... Yeah.
Because, yeah, he's getting dumpstered.
That's a good point, actually. If you're going to split experience like this, you like you get so much more value out of that level 1 Enfeeble locked at level 1 so much longer.
And you don't have any follow-up with the Nightmare because your SF's level 1 and doesn't have raise.
Yeah, exactly. Now, stun with the Burrow Strike, sets up for Odd Jit, and they might be able to get this kill on the Bane. It's a nice Dragon Slave. Nightmare will blow the Sand King down, but... Now on the way back in, Bane just teed back to the mid. Shadow Feed, at least getting a couple of last hits now. Stacking up those souls. Odd Jit getting low as Cuckoo presses forward, but another Burrow Strike. Dire.
Constant harass. He'll be okay, though. Now, Rubik is in behind here. Another Migrantier Yoel rotating in.
Odd Jit getting low, but there's the stun. The counter the other way. Yoel from the low ground. Cuckoo does get finished off, and Armel might also go down. This wraparound from Rubik pretty effective. Burrow Strike available, and now the auto attacks will secure it. Big stuff from...
But not mistaken, I think he was at that Dubai thing I went to, WESG.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he plays like a badass Shadow Fiend. He used to play mid.
Huh. That's pretty interesting. Not a player that I was familiar with. Up top. Uh-oh, Lifestealer gets hit by the stomp. Couple of right clicks. A couple of righties there, Trent.
Not fully wrong.
He's in, but what's he gonna do?
Get smacked around a little bit, and then knock at the kill. And oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm right. He's from Jordan. Nice, go me. He was there. I got him.
Stun. On to the Nyx Assassin. Sam H does have a spiked Carapace. Now the Elder Titan is back. Tim's giving him the club. Yoel gets knocked down. There's the Carapace as now Cuckoo rotates. Nightmare onto Sand King. He will have a Burrow Strike, but it's a good stun from the Nyx. Huge damage as he gets killed. TNC striking back hard. This Elder Titan doing some work.
Actually get into good items. And those early items help him to farm a lot more.
Yeah, Tiny is one of those heroes that, Bane, he's going to be caught in the mid lane. Stun, follow up, and they've got the damage to bring him down. Now Odd Jit on the run. Afro moves to the counter stun. They turn it again. Shadow.
And they've got Aframoosh also rotating down bottom. Has the Tranquils going, so there's a chance they could set up here. Raven is 6 though with the status resistance, so could help him out.
Run, Raven gets pulled back, 1 stun, follow-up clicks, but he actually has the combo. Wants a kill of his own if he's destined for death. Heads through the tree line, pops the stick, trying to survive as long as he can, but that anchor will smash him in the face as Burrow strikes.
Phase boots next, so I guess he's gonna skip the Soul Ring then if he's got the bottle. Makes sense of the lane he was in. And mid lane, they did use the Invis Room to set up.
Yep, but now the follow-up on Shadow Fiend. Stun after stun. Dragon Slave, Laguna, Cuckoo might be able to get the return kill, but the salve, it actually saves him. And now sets up again. Tim's not able to find this kill. And another heartbreaking defeat as the Shadow Fiend gets also be very punishable. He does with the momentum. Tidehunter still #1 on net worth. Actually pretty impressive. Top lane, we'll see the Lifestealer set up on 3-on-1. They will surround him. They will try to
let build. We'll see. He's gonna have phase in the Blight, so maybe he might go the opposite way and say, okay, I just need Radiance to like get back into this game.
Assassin initiated on. Odd Jit put into the Nightmare, but a lot of follow-up damage. There is a Laguna. Tim's the stomp. Sam H, follow-up stun. There it is. Pretty low, but it looks like the Radiant have the resources. Lena falls, and TNC turn this one around. Stomp on the Sand King. he'll get left behind, and they make it a twofer. Other side, Yol getting stalked down. H hits him, misses the stun.
Tough.
Expedition, Cuckoo.
Yeah, he already has a ward here too, so.
Also just crazy in general. Pops the Fiend's Grip, sets it up for Tim's. The Earth Splitter will connect, and Lena bites the bullet. Skylark now battling Cuckoo, put inside of the... Raven went Shadow Blade, first item instead of Blink.
Okay, good. I like that better generally.
Slightly more combative opener here. They just destroy Skylark, but now the counter initiation, Cuckoo goes down just as quick. Shadow Fiend channels the Requiem.
Then we have stolen,
Stolen dead Rubik.
He had the Fiend's Grip, but yeah, he was surrounded by 3 heroes.
They want this courier, and he gets it. It's Sam H. Tough early game. Just go for all of these value items, everything in his inventory, great for stats, survivability. Now he's nice and beefy, able to farm in the jungle. Bane sets up for him, and they've got a slam dunk. Sam H gets a kill. He is going to pay with his life, and it's a big rotation, though, from...
And still get out, so... Bit of a painful experience here for old CG.
Dole has a sentry ward down still, though. Might get caught, and he does. Raven pops him. Has too much damage with the combo. Skylark uses the Ravage for this. He really wants it. 10 seconds to the Shadow Blade. Raven might be able to still survive here. A lot of reinforcement. Clutch gamers, but Raven...
Oh, the cut through! Lena didn't see it coming!
He does not have a TP, but he's got the invisibility.
Offlaner here once again with Skylark with the helm and the hood. Can't even breathe under that thing. All under a flood mask. Suffocating in there, I'm sure.
Yol caught. Bursted down.
You know, I hear bursted a lot. It's not really a word.
Bursted?
I mean, technically it is, but really you just say burst. Why is it bursted?
Is it like...
I mean, I'm sure it's like, maybe it's like technically a word, but it definitely doesn't sound correct.
No, it's not quite. The Lifestealer mid lane, they've got the setup, but it's not enough for a kill. Now Afromoosh comes in, but they get the stun. That's a Nyx Carapace. Laguna down. Active reasoning, Trent. Well done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top, though. The Infest Bomb. They jump on the Shadow Fiend. Gonna force staff back, but will it be enough to survive? Bane with a Fiend's Grip. Sets up for a stun. It'll be another one. Handed over to Lena. We get the Shadow Fiend here. It looks like Armel... TP home, LSA's there. It's a double for Ajit. Very nice.
I don't know. Raven's kind of owning with the 6-1-0. And he's about to come top again. I feel like he's the main problem causer here.
Oh my. Right as the Sand King comes in, it interrupts that combo.
Nice. These sacrificial supports, dude. Bane makes the plays top to try and save it.
Kind of counter-initiate, but still so risky. Bane is not here, however. Rotated bottom, kind of an odd spot for Cuckoo to be. I guess he can TP back pretty quickly. They can get constant vision of the Roche with this Astral Spirit. Tim's gives it to him. Roche now down to about 1,000 HP. They want to go. It's got to be quick, but they're going to do it. They grab the Lifestealer. Fiend's Grip to start things off. They snatch the Aegis as Raven picks it up. Dire still get the bonus gold, but CG, they are on the defensive. Sand King and Rubik both get picked. And on the other side, Skylark in some trouble, not able to use a Ravage that he's happy with, and instead opts to save it. Now the Nightmare sets up. The whole cavalry will arrive, and this should be the end of the Tidehunter. Lena on the high ground gets a stun on 3 for a second.
And considering he's like just started playing the role, but maybe a little bit of his greediness from core roles taking over a bit.
He soaks up that extra farm that you don't even realize was there. Kind of. No, we'll see the Bane get caught. Nice setup from the...
Oh, more important, back at the racks. They are raging here, and Armel's still going to work. Remember,
White done with the Butterfly. Tiny now just going to go into Silver Edge.
Oh, they might get a kill here. Finally get another Bloodstone charge. Ajit's been doing very well. I mean, no surprise. Says extremely good player. Has been
10 seconds ready to go, so both sides with a lot to unload.
Tiny has that gem. Oh, that Lena. Oh, Lena.
They jump on Ajit, but the Ravage is there to counter-initiate. BKBs come out, and they trade. Buyback immediately from both. Decent epicenter, but the Requiem flies. And the Earth Splitter from Tim's is just too much. Lina does not buy back. It's just Sam H. They're going to catch the Rubik too. With the buyback, it's not much of a net worth gain, but of course they want to.
Life was easy, but man, Raven is just—he's so good on this Tiny. Every game we see him on it, man.
Yeah, he knows how to. He knows the limits of the hero. How to just utilize the burst. Nightmare set up onto Lifestealer. Nyx will have the follow-up stun. He does not have rage for a few more seconds, but Force Staff from his friend will help him out. Break. Tiny jumps in. The toss up. Infest.
Wow, you got the Infest like mid. You're dealing against Sand King, you're dealing against Tidehunter, so you really need every single piece ready before you want to go high ground. And that includes your BKBs. So 70-second cooldown means when you win the fight with the B, that will be quite helpful.
Pretty nice. We'll see what TNC do in terms of forcing a decision. Buyback status, some still available. Skylark jumps forward. No Ravage yet, though.
So Aegis still ready for another 30 seconds. Some pressure on RML to get up in there. Try and make use of it, and that's why he's going as fast as he can. Has the Satanic. See if Clutch can time out this Aegis properly.
Well, now being a little more conservative with the positioning. Yeah. They still have siege creeps. He goes back in for the high ground.
It's risky if they've got a timer on this. They know.
Well, now they're doing a lot of burst damage. 3,
2, 1. Oh, they don't chase.
Both teams dropping scans in very similar areas. The idea of where the opposition...
Tim's is a big grab, though.
Breaks the smoke. He gets knocked down to the low ground. That's with his Force Staff.
I can't believe he got that off in time. That is crazy.
Now stun from Nyx. They're going to go on to the Tidehunter. Skylark cannot Ravage. They get Sam H in exchange, but without Ravage, BKBs fly and TNC start to take control. Bane barely alive thanks to the Nightmare, and Lifestealer gets turned on. Yol will finish him off. There has been a buyback from the Tidehunter. He's in the fray. Both supports on the Radiant down. TNC kind of on the defensive, but they've already done a lot this fight. Stun from the Sand King on the back. There's the Ravage from Skylark. Connects on all three, but Tiny
is forced uphill though.
Eats some cheese. Looks like he'll be okay. Tree branch. Not happening.
That was like the Matrix, dude.
No, with the Force Staff. Oh, they needed a little more. 40 HP.
I'll take your tribute.
Yeah, Zeus ult now. Stun onto the Sand King. Has both gems. Thank you very much. Take one of those back. The SF and 7 seconds for the Tiny. We're just looking for a Rax here.
There is a glyph, but a great window where the Sand King does not want to buy back, though still down for another few seconds. Astral Spirit scouting things, stealing some damage. For the Stomp, connects on the Rubik. Not a bad way to set up a fight like this. They almost get the melee barracks. Raven goes in. Yol brought down as Cuckoo finishes him off with a Brain Sap. BKB used by the Tiny, and the bottom barracks finished off by the Shadow Fiend. Now the rotate, not timer.
There's no BKB though on the Tiny, so he's a very nice target for them. They're looking for the epicenter play, and Aftermush coming in now.
Jumps in, Sam H survives with the Eon Disc, and Armel pops the BKB, starts to turn Cuckoo on the backline with a nice Fiend script. Lifestealer not able to isolate him. Cuckoo lives, and this looks like it could be the end here, Trent Packs. 2 down without buyback. Sand King has already used his, and he's down. Mid lane about to be destroyed, and this looks like it's it. TNC take game 1, as Clutch Gamers call it. Again, they make them work for it, but TNC just get a little bit more out of all those exchanges.
Yeah, even when it was only like a 2K lead, it just felt like TNC were completely in control of this one. But then again, you'd also be 1v1 versus a Mag, which probably wouldn't go too well.
Well, final pick for Clutch Gamers. They'll have 40 seconds to think.
Just going to chill here for a bit. And maybe because they know that the Witch Doctor's rotated through, they haven't seen him in a while down bottom, so this has kind of messed up their plans as well, as he's able to mess with Yol.
Cask, taking some bounces, Venomous Gale.
Whoops.
Work out for CG, I think. A few more clicks. They'll get him. That's the first blood drawn. Veno gets credit for it, but it goes the other way. Cuckoo return kill onto Yol. Think about it that way. Up top, though, Lycan on Magnus. going the way of the Magnus. Skylark doing quite well. 1-2-1.
Bottom.
Down bottom now. Yep, Jug gets stunned up, and they've got the damage this time. Tims sets it up, and it's a slam dunk. Bounty Hunter pressing forward. He does not have the damage nor invisibility. They almost bring him down, but it's not quite there. Tims, this is the stun. They have the sentry. They just need to find him in the trees. Jug is back, and now Sam H on the run, stunned up with that cask. Catches a nice stun onto the Witch Doctor in return. Fade Bolt goes down. Yol takes another tumble.
Hasted Leshrac coming mid on the Veno with Cuckoo nearby too. This should be a kill.
Yeah, Veno in a lot of trouble. Gets clipped by that homing missile, and now Afro move on the way in, but won't be able to do anything. And they'll have to just let it go. Dire get another one. 4-1 TNC with a good early start. Obvious advantages here to the rune control, and now the Dire supports pulling ahead in terms of level, both of them level 3.
You can go back, you do your farming, you shrine up or whatever. This way they're just instantly right back at it in the mid lane. Bounty Hunter gonna pop it. Where's the dust? They have a sentry, but they're just going straight for the Veno instead. They don't even need to focus them.
Yep, Tim sets it up with the stun. Armel splits a lot of damage on the Rocket Barrage, but they've got another lightning, get the kill. Cuckoo getting low. Afro Moosh does not have to commit too much, but they actually get the deny on it. Very nice. The gift.
Even if he is only level 2, just the slow will be enough. Tim's mid lane again here with an Invis rune.
Who's going to catch who here? Afro Moosh hit by the combo. Leshy is level 3, so the lightning, very easy to set up those stuns. Just now hits 4 off that successful kill. Gale connects onto Armel. Maybe they can turn it the other way. Veno sidesteps the stun. He's also got a couple of those infused raindrops, so a little bigger than usual.
Sam H 5.25 here, so Bides allows them to have a better idea as to where enemy wards are actually placed. So they've been doing a very good job of being accurate with their sentries, so he's just getting the return gold. Yol caught at the moment here.
Yep, Tim's charging up the high ground, but Oddjit also nearby. Omni Slash finishes off the Lash.
Alright, it's not a core.
Happy with that. Checking out Oddjit right now.
And they're going to bring in the Lycan ulti.
Be a pretty easy setup. They get the stun before you can spin, and the crits are there. Hellbear Smasher to help things out.
Skylark.
Tails, way to reclaim control game. What better than a Blink Dagger? Tim's doing a good job pushing back these wards mid. They don't do a lot of damage to the tower.
They just shredded them instantly. Wow, they went for the Lycan ulti and just like two-shot them. And that's what they wanted though, right?
Yeah, second time they've done this now, where it's just the Nyx setup with Lycan ultimate, and they kill him in the duration of the Nyx stun. Use of the Carapace.
That was dream scenario for them. They're probably not even aware that Mag is like the most farmed. Doesn't really look it just looking at him, but...
Well, they are probably aware that he's pooling gold for the Blink. Level 1 up on Lycan as Dire smoke up. Behind Sam H, they're going to find Oddjit outside the Ancients. There's the stun opener, huge follow-up damage, and right clicks will bring him down. They lose Tim's on... And especially given that their lineup is so light on control, Lycan immediately shoves into the top lane. Then we go back mid, team fight breaks out. They jump in onto the Veno, and down he goes. Don't underestimate the team fight power of this Dire squad. Looking for another. The Bounty Hunter gets dusted. Sam H can't quite close the gap, but he's still in pursuit. Misses the stun. Nice sidestep from Afromoosh. Tim's on the run. Drums have been used. Veno on the other side. Gale falls short. Bounty Hunter. Ooh, Sam H. Good carapace, but he's going to get caught. Left all alone, the Omni Hunter.
Sentry.
Caught between sentries here. Telekinesis not available. Split Earth. Half a second too late. Bottom lane now. Initiation. They find the Witch Doctor. Raven and Sam H.
Top lane. Another RP onto the Leshrac. Back into the Jug. Quickly sliced. And now Sam H is probably dead. Just
like
because of this
Skylark
track.
Rotating, and also the Veno.
Pretty damn hard to get out of this one.
Caught by the venomous Gale. Sam A's just going to make as much space as he can. Be a new However, there are some scouts coming back in. Now Ajit jumps into the pit. This is going to be pretty tense. Roshan still healthy as Raven. Channels the ultimate. The Jug gets obliterated after a nice stun from the Lesh. Veno does deploy the ultimate, trying to play some ring around the Rosie here.
Death
with
Ward
the
stolen.
The bounty hunter, but he will be finished off. Buyback from the Jug. It's a big fight for TNC. They're going to make it back to their high ground. Omni Slash finishes off Cuckoo. They'll make it a 3 for 3 on the field. Roche falling quick and Dire are going to be forced to let it go as they head back to the shrine. The buyback from Ajit does secure them. Roche either way, Raven just teams out. No BOTs yet. Has the assault cross up.
See ya. Farming quite quickly, almost catching up to the Magnus. He's going to make his way down bottom. They're going to mount a bit of a defense here, but the gem is picked up here from the Witch Doctor. On the Courier, though, it's not with him, and so he did.
Lucky for the Witch Doctor, you didn't have it on him. Well, maybe not, I guess. Probably wouldn't have been snuck up on by the Knicks.
Poison Nova? Right after the spin from Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Oh, the RP? He didn't realize it hit him.
Cuckoo goes down, but maybe they can turn this now. Bounty Hunter gets finished off, and Ajit getting kind of low. Sam H with the stun. That'll set up onto the Venomancer. Skylark TP's out just as that Aegis is reclaimed. So perhaps could have been a little bit worse for Clutch Gamers. They cut their losses early on. But a pretty devastating fight as they lose 3. Right up the mid. Veno is not with them. RP still on cooldown for 30. Great time to go. Gonna try to catch the Jug. That won't happen. Skylark skewer back. Cuckoo dies. Still actually gonna pursue this. It looks like it. The Witch Doctor's pretty low. Tims will finish him off. That'll make it a 1 for 1.
And like an ulti to chase with the Purge.
Veno trying to TP out now. Does.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay. And H and Afro Moosh.
The battle continues, but there's a gem on Sam H, so he's going to win this battle, and that's going to be a dead bounty hunter as more purges, as he's taking the Satyr Banisher because of these Ghost Scepters on the Radiant side, and Ghost Heroes mid. It looks like they're trying to create a fight when Lycan's not here. They're going to just let him do his thing down bottom, and they can force the Radiant team back to base with this 4-step down to the river from Skylark.
Who's got who? It's a stolen skewer. He misses the RP again. They've already lost the Veno, and now Skylark back at the high ground. He's going to be in some trouble as the homing missile comes. What happened? What broke his Blink Dagger that time?
I don't know. He's getting messed up in these fights, dude.
Yeah,
he's having a real rough go.
The barracks fall. Buyback now from the Magnus, but he's already used the RP, so limited effectiveness.
It was a lightning storm, it looks like. He's got hit with it.
It's a bummer. Now that tier 3 mid falls, this could be the final hold for the Radiant. Juggernaut stunned up, getting very low, manages to get off the Omni Slash as now the Witch Doctor buys back. He doesn't find any kills though. Will be able to go back to the tier 4 buyback from the Bounty Hunter rather. Still a lot of damage on these melee barracks mid. Range will probably still stay standing for now as they do retreat. TNC with a lot of damage on the high ground.
Hey, Skylark, remember that? Oh no, they actually didn't damage him first.
That blinks down the other
definitely
way.
should have been dead.
That was pretty close. Instead, they're going to go on the bounty. They've got some vision with the Necro 3s, and that is a dive. It's an Aegis and a cheese ready to go. No bounty. This feels relatively safe.
He might lose some Bloodstone charges here. Really wants that first hit. Jeez. Denied.
Gets off the suicide, makes a little space for the Roche, I suppose. Up in 13 seconds, still 14 charges. It hurts, but...
That's the RP.
On to... Oh, the real RP back the other way. Veno with a decent ultimate as well, and Jug starting to clean this up. They've killed Cuckoo. Sam H will go down. Aegis now used, but Lycan's back. They could still take this fight, and it's Tims in the front lines, and he's doing big-time damage. Yol has now died. Buybacks few and far between. That's why they want to dive this so hard. But TNC still feeling pretty strong. Lycan just heads up top. That's the glyph. Lesh maybe less behind. Tims Needs to be a little careful. They kill the bounty hunter outside of the base, and this tier 3, it's just going to get destroyed. I think this is going to be Megas, and they will still have a 4v3. Skylark, no RP for another 15. Skewer back. Tim's taking a lot of damage, but also doing a lot of damage. Does end up going down, but Skylark's low, and they pull Jug back in.
And they got the Megas. Oh, not yet, actually. The creeps, there we go.
Yeah, that's the Megas. So good at executing this support Lesh into core transition.
Yeah, it's mostly so it's more so the Nyx than the Lesh, I think. Like, I think they can do this with transition himself. He's a very good Nyx assassin in that sense. Like, he takes the level 6, he immediately starts doing work, and he just scouts the rest of the game.
Oh, they lost their Rubik, but now they're going to find the Magnus. Knock it off the RP, but does not have a buyback either. Big fight now as TNC just steamroll him down, and that's going to do it. GG's called. They take the series 2-0. Pretty decent games, though, and clutch gamers make them work for it.
Yeah, again, though, I would say both games, it felt like Team C were virtually almost always in control.